Hi, this is Mike Barrier. I'm the author of a book called Hollywood Cartoons, American Animation in its Golden Age. And I'm going to be talking with you about a cartoon directed by one of the principal characters in that book, Bob Clampett. I talked with Bob at one point about where this cartoon came from. You can see when you see these two characters, if you're familiar at all with the Abbott and Costello cartoons, you realize immediately these are caricatures of Abbott and Costello, who were extremely popular at the time the cartoon was made. And they were Clampett's reason for making the cartoon. He wanted to capitalize on their popularity and make a cartoon about these two cats, but he wound up making a cartoon instead about the bird up in the tree that they're going after. And I'll let Bob himself tell you what happened when he introduced that bird.
Actually, I didn't start out to make the bird a star. I started out to make a thing about Abbott and Costello, as Milt notices. Yeah. Because they were so popular then, and I thought if we captured them by making them two cats, you see, and I called them Babbitt and Catstello. And the little bird was the foil, you see. Yeah. But when I had the little bird say, I thought I saw a putty cat, you know, they forgot the cats. I mean, the bird stole the picture from them.
Don't push me. Oh, you can't make me do it. You can't make me do it. He did it.
Come on, stupid. Get the bird.
Oh.
Give me the bird. Give me the bird.
If the Hayes office would only let me, I'd give him the boy.
Now, when Catstello, as he's called, these are Babbitt and Catstello as the two cats. When Catstello makes that reference to the Hayes office, what he's talking about is the production code, which, of course, would certainly have not permitted Catstello to give Babbitt the bird in any one of several senses, that is, a rude noise or a raised middle finger in the sense of flipping the bird, any of the other such things. I'm always a little surprised when I saw this cartoon that the Hayes office permitted itself to be referred to that way. They didn't give cartoons a lot of trouble in censorship terms, but occasionally something got cut out, and I'm always a little surprised that that particular reference to the Hayes office itself didn't get cut out.
I'm too young to die! Help! Save me, help! Hey, how'd you get away up here? Say, Babbitt, are you sure this thing is gonna be okay?
Of course, of course. Everything's under control.
Don't push me down in a box, Babbitt. Please don't do it! Don't do it! Hey, Babbitt! Oh, Babbitt! Babbitt!
What's the matter now?
I'm afraid of the dark.
Well, I'll let you out then.
Now, you notice this little bird. It's unquestionably Tweety, but at this page, Tweety was not the little yellow canary that his voice actually, of course by Mel Blanc, does identify him unquestionably as Tweety, but he's not covered with yellow feathers. And Clampett at one point talked with me about why the bird was lacking the yellow feathers and where the yellow feathers later came from.
All the time I was growing up, my mother insisted on keeping a copy of a picture of me in the nude. You know, a baby picture in the nude. She'd have it up, you know, and I detested that all my life. So actually, when I had big blue eyes and pink cheeks and so forth, you know, at that time, see. And so when I actually was making the sketch of the little bird in the nest, now, you know, completely naked. You see, the first Tweety was like he just come out of an eggshell. Oh, yeah. He's naked. I was really thinking, in some respect, the big eyes and the little naked body and so forth, of this baby picture. And now, after about the third or fourth picture, the censors came along and says, look, that bird is too naked. That Tweety bird is too naked, and we had to change him to a canary with yellow feathers.
Hey, cut it out! Cut it out, pigeon! Don't do that!
Dear Sweetie Pitty went to market.
Babbitt!
Dear Sweetie Pitty stayed home.
Babbitt!
Dear Sweetie Pitty had roast beef.
Babbitt!
Well, what do you know? I ran out of pitties.
That little smirk that Tweety does when he says he's ran out of pitties, Clampett said he picked that up from Harry Langdon, who was a popular silent comedian. Tweety himself, the personality here, is one of the many cases of a Red Skelton radio character being the source of a cartoon character. The Skelton radio character was the mean little kid. Now here's this wonderful animation by Rod Scribner of this cat doing his double take when he realizes that Costello has been pushed into the earth. This was an early example of what Clampett called, I think quoting Scribner, Lichty animation. There was a comic panel called Grin and Bear It by George Lichty, or Lichtenstein, which was very popular back in the time this cartoon was made. And the Lichty style was extremely loose, very fluid, loose, but very funny. And so Scribner wanted to get that same sense into his animation, and so he and Clampett worked together to find scenes that would lend themselves to that kind of very free animation. Scenes that particularly lend themselves to that were scenes where there's a lot of strong emotion of some kind or another. Subsequently, there's another cartoon called Koblack and the Seven Dwarfs that is full of that kind of animation and really makes an extraordinary effect in that kind of concentrated dose.
Hello? Fourth intercepted command? I see an unidentified object flying around my widow head.
Is there an insurance salesman in the house?
Airwade, lights out, total blackout. Wake it up, Putty Tat, wake it up. Airwade, lights out, total blackout.
Hey, now's our chance. Come on.